Hey everybody, Jayborino here. Welcome back, continuing Legends of Arkain's second Orc book. We're on Chapter 9, The Legion. We made significant progress last time. Finally taking care of this orange base for the most part. So we're going to destroy the rest of these dragon roosts. I don't know if there's a base in the upper right, so we'll probably check that out here pretty soon. What I'd like to do is use Rangul to warp some workers up to the top. That way I can start building stuff, right? Really, I really only need one. So let's do Diamond of Summoning. Grab this fella, just so I can take this base. Needs to happen.
Get on with
Okay,
it.
you all keep attacking down in this direction. Whoa, don't. Oh, there's purple. Well, that's good to know. Okay, so you come down here and then over here. The thing is, I need this base. It needs to happen. So where's that worker that we just warped in?
We're under attack.
There he is. Okay. So right there. Let's go ahead and just keep pushing with this group to just kind of clean up the rest of Orange, and then we can check what's around the outskirts of the map as well. Naturally, there are still some more dragons that are just here to cause me problems. Let's see if we can find any clues. And then I'll probably send this group home. Now, the thing is, I don't think there's any ground path up here. So we should be safe to hold on to this, assuming there's nothing in the upper right. Nice. These dragons, along with Rangul, are extremely powerful. Okay, cool. So I think we're on track. Like, super on track. I was a little concerned prior to this, but this seems to be absolutely fine. What we can do is kind of make a big circle here to see what there's still left to do. Just like a random group of guys here. Alright, we still have our Overlord, which is great. We're silenced too? Oh, it must be... Maybe it's Soulburn? The enemy Necrolites are probably soul-burning us, if I had to guess. This is a very strong group. Now, the key, though, is to make sure that we don't lose anything at home, because they're going to continue to attack us. We know Purple will. And I don't have that much stuff. So, I don't think Purple... I mean, Purple can only get to us through here in theory, but I'm just going to keep looking around the outskirts of this map to see what we can find. Because the last few dragon roosts might be right in here. If it's anything like the other side of the map, then they're going to be right in here. Okay, well, you know what? Perhaps we'll revisit this. I want to get back to base, and I want to set up my expansion. I just want to be locked and loaded, ready to go. I don't want to progress the map until I know that I'm relatively safe at home. Because we saw what happened. The one time that I lost was because I wasn't fully safe at home, and I should have taken the time to make sure I was safe. Kind of surprised that there's this ogre base over here that does nothing. Does nothing for us, unfortunately. Okay, throw down some healing. I have no way to get my other units back there, unfortunately. So I think we just have to fight this battle separately, and maybe focus a bit more on this. I think we should be okay with our dragons, along with healing wards. Okay, there we go. As long as we have this healing ward up, we should be okay. They do have a lot of stuff. As long as my dragons can start supporting my shield bearers, which they are starting to do, and then let's try to get this group back home. We're back in low upkeep. This is done, so let's get this saturated. Again, they may send... They may very well end up sending flyers up there, so I have to be careful. Okay, my sandworms are still looking okay. Let's go ahead and grab more witch doctors. You guys keep attacking. I'm going to remove these two from my group because I don't want them rallying through this base down here. So just keep it up there. We'll grab some more shield bearers momentarily. Did I miss something up here? Doesn't look like it. So remember there were those there were like random groups of creeps up in these areas, like the worms and stuff. And I think because I used some cheats at another point to get back to here, so it's possible that I missed those. I'm so confused about the brown group there. I wonder what that's about. Let's just check over here. Okay, we got these fellas. Let's get a few more workers here to repair and make extra towers. And now that we have two bases, I feel a lot safer. Okay, cool. So let's head on back down here. Oh, yeah, I checked it. There was nothing down there, by the way. I looked. I vaguely recall that I left some worms down at one of these pathways. So I should double-check that, too. Probably right down here. So I'll go and check that out, and then, again, I should be relatively safe at home. So let's get repairing. Did I miss anything at my veterans camp? No. What upgrades am I missing, basically? I don't plan on making anything here with warlocks. Oh, you know what? We need golem power. That's something I never got when I reloaded. Improved spike barricades. Let's grab the brutal ogre strength. Yeah, see, I missed these stormworms. So let's kill these now. Yeah, so our red dragons, how are they compared to our sand dragons? Like our super good sand dragons. They're actually the same. They're pretty much exactly the same. That's interesting. That was nice of them to give us some of those for free. This was just the healing scroll, wasn't it, if I remember correctly? Yeah. Go ahead, Brocta. That's not Brocta. That's Brocta. Brocta or Vanessa, doesn't matter, and then we can just use it at some later point. Okay, reinforcements have arrived. We're back at home. We're back in low upkeep, which is good. We've got some casters. I think I could afford some shaman. And then you all just get repairing. That's it. Now, we have to send a fairly small force up here to finish this, and that should be it. Now, I also built these guys because I want to make sure that we don't get hit by a large group of red dragons. As such, I will just build a bunch of towers here. Now, what I can do to clean that area in the upper right up is just make sure that I have enough units down here. My heroes are almost enough. Almost enough by themselves to handle this.
Research complete.
They don't really come with much artillery, and again, they're only going to come through the front because we went around the whole outer part and there was no way for them to leave. So I think we're in good shape. I have enough red dragons. Perhaps we just leave these here.
What is nature's call?
Shield bearer's good. We'll bring our overlord, and I think we just get some centaurs, because that keeps us in low upkeep magically, and we just turn them into impalers. We take that group, just a couple caster, no casters. Rangul, 2 ranged units that had the opportunity to critical strike. And then we should be on track to finish this. At this rate, we're probably going to finish this quite fast compared to the previous mission. Previous video, rather, but I didn't know what I was getting into. I let the last one go on a little too long, so this mission will probably be a little bit shorter. It depends, though, on what we have to do in order to win. Right, so we know where the last 2 of these are, and I never read these last time, but it's pretty self-explanatory. Mokhtar have used enslaved red dragons for years, yet the dragons hate their masters and would gladly turn on them when given the chance. The fact that the Mokhtar control their roosts forces the dragons to remain loyal out of fear for their eggs. If the Mokhtar lost control of the roosts, and the Orcs took them instead, the dragons would surely welcome the chance to take revenge on the Mokhtar. The Orcs should only take care to treat them better than the Mokhtar, or they might be next. Alright, the Mokhtar have taken control of not only the red dragons, but the entire area around the fortress as well. This also seems to be the base of operations of the entire race. I assume the ogres? Destroying it should hopefully ensure that the Redskin Mokhtar will no longer threaten the future of the Orcs and their allies. Oh, the base of operations of the Mokhtar. Well, we know that's not true. Korgar, whatever his name was, he was basically left this base behind, knowing that it was going to be lost, and said, fine, you guys can have it anyway. And then we know he ends up messing around with Edale later in order to kill Red Fist, which is interesting. I wonder if that's still going to happen in this particular instance. Okay, let's make sure we're healing. How are our dragons looking? Let's add all of our dragons to a group here. So they're blasting through our towers that we're making, but otherwise, like, these groups are really, really strong. Okay, so let's take these fellas, and then our Overlord, and then our 2 Impalers. They're all gonna die, but, you know, it is what it is. I could make Magi just because I want to see what they really do. I think we already learned what they do, though. Yeah, Hex and Shockwave, nah. Roar is really good, though. That stacked with Commandora seems excellent, so I don't know. Let's just try some different stuff here. We'll get a Rock Golem. I mean, all the melee units are fairly comparable, but the Shield Bearers are just objectively the best. You cannot beat those, specifically with this heavy armor, with the reduction of piercing damage from Tribal Shield and then the heavy armor. It's just all so good. It just doesn't get much better than that. So I am coming around to using Impalers for my ranged go-to as opposed to the Troll Berserkers. I think the kind of the point, too, though, is that it doesn't really matter. That everything is pretty good overall. So, it's too bad the Sand Dragons won't join us, you know? I was hoping we'd get some Sand Dragon action. Also, I don't know if how intentional this was, but it seems like the purple and gray attacks are stacking up on top of each other constantly, which is mildly annoying. And I don't think that there was a way around that. Ah, so they also get Bestial Endurance. So it seems like the Bearmen and the Ogres are fairly comparable. I guess the difference, though, is that there was a chance to just not even get the Bearmen at all. I don't know why you would do that, because it's so easy to grab them, but just pointing out that it is a possibility. I realize that this guy doesn't help at all because we have a hero that gives us Command Aura separately. Whoops.
Get on with it.
Whatever. Okay, so you all get in there. We know that there's like an enormous group of units here. Fan of Knives! Give me the rock. Fork Lightning. Stomp. Throw. Stomp. Okay, and again, this is pretty wild, the amount of stuff that's happening here. Grangul, you gotta make sure that you're close enough that you're healing our boy Brokta. Alright, slam them. We got a Fan of Knives again. Kaboom! And again, they don't reinforce any of this stuff, so we're in solid shape, I'd say. We have a single Impaler left. Brokta, no. He's got Reincarnation. He'll be fine. Scroll of Healing. Go ahead. Use it. Look out, Overlord. Fan of Knives! Okay, gotta hex these guys. I don't have a Dispel, unfortunately. Okay, we're out of Fan of Knives. We're fighting under towers. Is that Brokta? No, that's the Overlord. That's okay. Just keep hexing the big one. Brokta's coming back. This one Centaur Impaler, man, he's killing it. Okay, excellent. Let's just focus down these towers, and then we'll go for the dragons. Okay, and again, it's nice to know that, yeah, they won't reinforce this stuff. So we lost our extra units, which was expected, though somehow one of my Impalers is alive, too. Yeah, so this is definitely where the last two roosts are. I thought maybe they would be in the enemy base, but they are not. That was close. He didn't even have to pop his ultimate. Almost got this fool. Just gotta kill the big one, and then we're good. Fan of Knives! Excellent. Is all that's up here the roosts? Because if so, that pleases me.
Is there making trades?
See, rock golems, they can attack air, so that's a big deal. They do more damage. The gladiators, I think, has Bestial Endurance finished? It has. 6 of 7. Almost got him. Let's go grab the last one. I'm saving my supply. I suppose I could just get more red dragons. Ah! Oh my god. Wait, though. Just destroy this. Maybe they'll swap over to my side once this is over. I'm gonna queue up more red dragons and get pretty much maxed out. I'm diving this just because I want to see if maybe they'll change over to my side now that we destroyed the roosts. Nope, they're still hostile. Dragon Fury. I didn't want to have to kill you. Look, the dragons have turned against the Mogtar. Ha-ha! Oh, shit. They're coming off the map, too. What the? An earthquake. Strange. We haven't had one in years. Let's get these guys back to base. What happened? Ha! The defense of the Mogtar has been completely destroyed. They lost both their defense and the dragons. You can now use the dragons to kill the 3 Mogtar gatekeepers you now have vision on. Killing them will destroy the force wall that protects the enemy base. Cool. Okay, and as long as we got these okay, so we got a dragon force. So we have to kill the gatekeepers. And we have to find where the gatekeepers are. And it says to use the dragons to do it, though in theory I could come this way. I wonder if it's ever going to be revealed what destroyed that stuff. I'd say let's just attack with our buddies. Nice, so we have this extra base, but we never really needed it. Okay, and I queued up more dragons. Again, let's just attack with our friends. This should be enough. I mean, we're barely taking any damage here, and we do a bunch of AoE. Okay, finish him up. I just heard our town is under attack. For a second, I thought that we were getting bronze dragon spawns from off the map too, which would be pretty wild. So there's a force wall protecting the enemy base. Alternatively, we could just destroy purple because purple's a flippin' butthole. Okay, let's focus this down. Just all the individual workers and such. It's working. Yeah, purple's been a jerk. He's attacked me at the worst possible time, so I say let's focus this stuff down. Sand Drake, stop getting attacked, buddy. It's the burrow, isn't it? Are they still attacking me from this burrow? My single Sand Drake must live. I'll send him home if I have to. Don't think I won't. We're saving our Sand Drakes. Some of them died. Okay, these flippin' jerks in burrows. Okay, so purple's dead. Did they have a gatekeeper or no? I don't know. Kill the workers. That's all you gotta worry about. It's the fact that the workers become invulnerable for a brief time when they're building stuff. It's annoying. Can't pick them off like the human workers as easily, so it takes a little bit longer to focus down these bases. Did I not make? Yeah, okay.
We're under attack.
Add him into the group. Let's rally on over here instead. We'll finish this base off separately. Okay, Sand Drake, don't die to something silly like that. Cool. Okay, so I think purple is now actually dead. I don't see him trying to... No, he's still rebuilding. We got more drakes coming in, though, so we're in solid shape. You come on home. Sit by Rangul for a little bit, buddies. He's a healing fountain. Okay, continue to not allow this to be rebuilt. Kill the worker. No, stop it. Kill the worker. Jesus. Okay, let's come on over here and protect our... Well, they're getting ensnared, but now we're fine. So it said that the gatekeepers were revealed on our map. They could be anywhere. Well, there's one. I assume that's two. Where's the third one, then? Is this him? No. Well, I see two of them. Well, let's just finish gutting purple so that we don't have to deal with purple attacking us anymore. I could move in with my ground units now, too. Though I think we need to use the dragons. It's going to be real tempting to want to use dragons constantly, like only dragons, you know what I mean? And I think that would be a mistake, but I'm just saying I could do that. Could do that, but I don't want to do that. Let's get our heroes up here. The persistent healing.
Are we being invaded?
A couple of these jerks. And because their defenses are down, we can easily take care of them. Yeah, trying to escape the base, trying to escape the dragons. The ground force is coming in, cutting them off. All right, just ignore these units, please. My ground units can take care of them. Don't worry about them. Get him, Gladiator. I wonder if the Gladiators do more damage than the Ogres? I mean, I could make Ogres, too, just to kind of see. Friend, no! Oh my god. Leave him alone! Stop it! You jerks. Okay, cool. So let's get on over here. We got our dragon force. We can make more dragons. Never mind, I'm maxed out. But now I think the idea is we just want to move in and snipe the You've even brought a human to fight for you? Nobody can take you seriously anymore, orc scum. You're a joke. Is talk all you Mogtar can do? I have yet to see you actually win against orcs. I will cut your tongue out and feed it to the dragons. I mean, for speaking truth, I guess. Am I being detained? Alright, let's get in here. Oh, they got dragon riders, too. Oh, that's a lot of stuff they got. Can we please maybe just... So I really only need to kill the gatekeepers. This is a lot of stuff. Jesus. Back this guy out. Sand Dragon, no! No! I refuse. I refuse. Okay. While they do have many things, I think we're safe for now. I think we can just very slowly attack this stuff. And we'll end up killing it all. I think I need to maybe back up and get healed here momentarily after I kill some of the towers that keep focusing me down. Okay, let's fall back to Rangul and just kind of hang out for a brief moment. That's a lot of stuff. So we just got to duck in here and kill the gatekeeper. He only has 500 HP. He'll die, like, instantly. Okay, so Mauler, you've got 1,200. You do 49 to 55. Where's my gladiator? He's in here somewhere, isn't he? 1,100, 34 to 54. So they're kind of the same. Actually, the gladiator is more HP, but a little less... a little more armor, but a little less HP. Again, I think the idea is that they're all kind of interchangeable at the end of the day. It's much less important. I could also go and kill Gray, because Gray is a flippin' asshole. Where's the third one? Is he in the back? It said there were 3. There's 1. There's 2. I feel like I've looked right at it and can't find it now. Okay, again, we're just going to dive in there. We're going to snipe this one. Then we're going to go up to the right, and we're going to destroy this Gray base so that we can get them off our ass. It was cool how there were a bunch of spawn dragons from off the map. Again, still waiting for these ogres to maybe join our squad here. I don't know why they're not hopping on board. And why they're even on the map to begin with if they're not going to become active. All right, let's jump in here and kill this. That's 1. Maybe you already killed one of them. Maybe I already killed one of them. I don't know. Okay, so y'all come on down here, and then heroes lead the charge into this enemy base. We'll follow up with dragons and all this other stuff.
What troubles you?
Okay, stomp them. Get the shield bearers in there. Get the gladiators in there. Now we'll get the dragons in there. We need some Fan of Knives action. It's a lot of stuff, but we have a ton of dragons, so maybe let's focus on that instead. All right, shockwave, stomp. Fan of Knives! Fan of Knives! And you can see just how fast all this stuff gets obliterated now we have all this AoE. And we got some bloodlusted dragons. Something's getting nuked here. Granite Golem. You don't just... Oh, that's my summon. I was gonna say. Never mind. I don't care about the Granite Golem. He's fine. I thought that was like one of my rock thrower guys. But nah. No. Stay away from that. Stay away from that. We don't need to attack red yet, though. The second that force field comes down, you know they're going to be flooding out and killing us. Okay, so yeah, we got to finish off this stupid base first. Destroying enemy bases, especially orc bases, takes a very long time, it seems like. Good work, Sand Dragon. I'm very proud of you. Keeping you alive. We're getting back together with the old gang. The old Red Dragon gang. I don't know yet if the implication is that the Sand Dragons will actually join us in the future, if it's just the Red Dragons. I think the Sand Dragons, there's just a fewer number of them, and they're helping us exclusively for this mission, but I'm not really sure. Oh my god, look at the AoE. It's so good! Okay, so let's ensure that this is all done with. I don't see any peons trying to build stuff. Okay, so I'm just going to run in here and instantly kill this guy, and then just get out. So again, apparently there's another one. Oh, is it here? I think that one's already dead. It must already be dead. Okay, this base is gone. So we just have to kill... it says destroy the main bases. That can mean a number of things. We've got a solid air fleet now. I really don't want to be building exclusively these, though. That's the thing. This could definitely get to a point where I'm pretty much building only dragons, and that's probably the best way to win, but I don't want it to be. Okay, I'm going to try to snipe these boulder towers. Back up, back up. Lure their defensive force out towards us. We don't want to attack under the towers. Man of knives! Ranko, get up to the front. Cover us, please. Sand Drake's getting focused down, but he'll be okay. Oh my god, look at the amount of shit that was in this base. Poor Sand Drake. Throw down an extra... So you're allied with the pitiful orcs trying to break through our defenses. You are pathetic, ogre. Sandrake, no! That's a shame. Well, this guy's dead. And that's Iraz. Do we taunt him back? Your reign of terror ends today, Warlock. It's time to destroy you. Oh! Get him! Is he dead? Oh, Vanessa. You know what? It was almost bound to happen. Did I not start with an altar on this map? There it is. I'm sorry, Warrioress. I feel bad for my other Sandrakes. He didn't deserve that. Yeah, shield bearers, right? And they don't have any air? Rock golems, rally them up to the front. Yeah, and let's finally destroy these boulder towers. Please. Okay, good. Alright, well, Vanessa will be out soon enough. Look at these shield. They're gods. They are actual gods. Okay, so I think we just we gotta be focusing stuff down. Firebolt can be a little nasty, but we should be fine. Yeah, let's just start focusing down their production. It's a pretty big base, so of course this is gonna take forever. 8 to 9 years approximately. Okay, get him in there. Also waiting for Vanessa to come back out. Yeah, this was 2 full bases because there were 2 of these heroes. Okay, let's back up momentarily. Kind of sit on top of Rangul. Vanessa is out, so let's get her up to the front. Let's sheep this guy. I guess I should just make more dragons at this rate. I can't even see. I think I'm winning. It's a dangerous game to be playing right now, though. Let's focus this guy down. He's unholy frenzied, but he's mostly out of mana, so he's not going to be able to do much. Is Vanessa back? There she is. All right, give me the rock golem. Again, we have, like, infinite survivability. That's the thing. In fact, I think the mission was made with that in mind. Right, so you just sort of have to dive into these situations. Oh, I'm so sorry, Bronze Sandrake. Can we kill the barracks, please? Right, they're all crippled. That's part of the problem. Stomp. Stomp. Fan of knives! Okay, and I suppose it's time to just start rallying up with more red dragons up here. Again, it's very challenging me to understand if we're winning or not. Probably worth just going and making sure that the enemy can't be respawned. I think we lost our bronze. As long as the sand dragon lives, I'm happy with it. I keep lowering my expectations there, but okay, stay together. Just going for the altar now. This is a nightmare of a base to take, that's for sure. There we go. Okay, so no more of that jerk. Who got left behind? Witch Doctors and Shaman. Now we need those. Okay. Again, because it's 2 full bases, keep in mind. So, here we are. I guess I just need to suicide some of these guys to just kill some of these individual buildings. There's really no other way. We just have to lose the dragon DPS for a time. But with Rangul nearby, I think we can afford to do that. Just kill each individual burrow as well, because they're contributing so much extra DPS. And I'm just watching my hero's life, and as long as my heroes look okay, then I can just stay in this fight forever. I also have to make sure that they don't accidentally end up going too far into the enemy bases. Fan of Knives! It worked. Yeah, this seems to be the prudent way to proceed. Just individually snipe the production. Ignore these guys shooting firebolts at it. They're more menacing than they actually are. That's the thing. All right, go for the main base now. This guy's a clown. Just kill him. Again, we have infinite survivability at this point. Let's get some Spirit Callers out here. I need the Dispel. Would be ideal. Okay, and let's get rid of these watchtowers now because they're just doing an inordinate amount of damage. Kill the worker. Don't let him start rebuilding something. Okay. Keep destroying these. Yes! I don't actually know where the other one ended up. I think we got him on the back foot finally. They didn't rebuild their altar, so destroy this. Sand Dragon is alive. He can respawn her brood. Stop! Stop it with the Town Hall, you stupid idiot. Kill him. I swear to God. There. Okay. In theory, right base is dead. Left base may also be dead, actually, at this rate. I don't know. Vanessa really diving in there. Probably going to die. Whew. Okay, let's get over here. Fan of Knives. Let's just make sure Rangul's up here. Let's see if we can find any clues. Let's kill this altar before the Blade Master jerk comes back out. Yeah, you know, by the looks of this, given how the previous maps have gone as well, I have a feeling that we're going to be making a lot of red dragons. Not just a few red dragons, but a lot of red dragons. Which I don't particularly care for, but I think... Well, I mean, you'd think, oh, well, then you won't do it. But have you seen some of these previous maps? You got to take what you can get. Oops, that's not where I wanted you to cast that. I thought I clicked elsewhere. God, shield bears. They're insane. They're insane. I will kill every individual worker that I find. Wow, that guy was hexed that whole time. Get back here, you stupid idiot. Don't you dare load into that. I swear to God. He's a coward. Get back here. I mean, I don't blame him. You got like 6 dragons bearing down on you. I'd run too, but still. Big Jabo's got to finish this map one way or the other. Well, hey, it's padding the length of the episode, which I knew was going to be short, but now it's going to take a little bit longer, so we have to individually go for each. Oh my God. Did he get some of his HP back for that? Are you kidding me? No, don't you dare. This is probably the last mission where we'll be fighting Mogtar, so we won't have this issue with the rebuilding and the sniping of workers, at least. I could stun him with the heroes. Oh my God. He's a genius! We need heroes to get in here and block him, because we have nothing on the ground that stops him from rebuilding. That's part of the problem. Okay, that worker is dead. No, he did it again! Hero of the Mogtar, desperate to save his race. All right, they have another altar here. Let's take this out. Looks like that did not count towards destroying them completely. No optional quests. I really thought there would be something to bring these Ochres into the fight, but yeah, nothing. I ran through even with Brokta, and he's just like, nah, Just forget it. Not that I think it's necessary to have an allied base in every single mission, but, you know, it would have been cool in this one to have them, I suppose. Alright, Sand Dragon lives definitively. We lost all the Sand Drakes, which honestly was a big drain on supply, and if I want flying units, they're going to be the Dragons. Drakes, not so much. Big difference between the two, I think. Because it's only a 3 supply difference. Huge cost difference. I think the actual Dragons, though, are such an absurd... there's such an absurd power gap between the two that I think I would always go with the Dragons. Again, if the Drakes were half the supply instead of 5... I think that does make a significant difference. Though I could make a couple just to compare them, but you saw how fragile the Drakes were, whereas the Dragons have a huge survivability bonus over the Drakes. Okay, this should do it. There we go. Mogtar Onslaught done with. We know that the majority of the Mogtar have left, though, so they will always be a threat. You fought well, Orcs, and you stayed true to your word. You have made no attempts to take our lands. My people and I are in your debt. We both benefit from this, Brokta. You have your lands, we have the dragons. Still, I too thank you for your help. We are a good team. Tell me, Rangul of the Deathbreeze clan, what are your people doing in Salria, so far away from your home? It is a long story. We attacked the humans and got overwhelmed by the demons. While we were on the run, our homes were destroyed and burned to the ground. We plan to take Salria for ourselves. A bold move. I had not expected that. Then again, I also had not expected you orcs to ally with other races. Dark trolls, goblins, centaurs, bearmen. An interesting combination indeed. It was the idea of my daughter, Amari. I must admit, without her, I probably would have made things worse than I already have. Say, Brokta, how about your people join us as well? Your strength would be invaluable. You and I seem to share thoughts, little Vanessa. I had the same idea. My people need more room to live, especially since the cursed Mogtar limited our water supply. A good idea, Vanessa. Brokta, you and your people would be most welcome in our ranks. I will gladly help you get the land you need in exchange for your help. Rangul, you did a good job finding clues this mission. You have proven to be honorable warriors, so I accept. Never before have so many different races rallied under one banner. This is a historical moment to behold. I will gather the Ogre Legion. Some will stay behind to reclaim our homeland, but most of us will accompany you. Efrog and I need to discuss a few things. Vanessa, gather the troops. We will join the Ogres soon. Yes, Rangul. Yes? You have done well in this battle. Thank you. She's a good warrior, Rangul. Yes, and she hates me now. Do you think it was a mistake, taking her with us from her home? She's a good warrior and intelligent tactician, but she will never be one of us. Not really, anyway. You mean, would I do it again? Yes, despite our differences, she is like a daughter to me now, Efrog. I know I threatened her life, but I will be honest with you. I'm not sure if I would have done it. You would if you had really thought it to be necessary. I've known you long enough to know that. I wonder sometimes, Efrog, have I ruined everything? My son is a coward, my daughter an outlaw, and my adoptive child hates me. Our race would have died out without Amari and the allies she brought along. I will be remembered as the orc who led our race to ruin. No, Rangul, you were the one who united the clans. Without you, the orcs would still be fighting each other. You led us to war, even if it was not the war we had expected. You and your children will be remembered as the ones who laid the foundation for the first realm of orcs on this continent. No, not just orcs, a realm for a union of countless races. You can be proud of them. Thank you, Efrog. What? Another earthquake? Yeah, we still don't really know what destroyed all those defenses. It was just like an earthquake. Oh, is it Big B? Enjoying the view? I was wondering when you would show up. How long did you know? I had a feeling when the orcs managed to arrive on the continent back when you helped them. A feeling? You? I don't think you can feel anything at all. The final confirmation came when my servants took a closer look at your former apprentice. It was interesting to learn that you spent so much time on a different continent. It's not like I had anything left here. I expected my welcome to be as cold as the mountain you chose as your home. You're here to destroy me, are you not? I've considered doing such a thing. You have caused me quite a lot of trouble. Your orcs are a threat to the balance I've tried to maintain for centuries. As if that was not enough, you'd begin teaching your secrets to mortals. I could have killed him, you know. When he was imprisoned, I could have killed this Gardon that you adore so much. In the Lord of Shadows mission. If that's the case, then why did you not do it? Were you too occupied watching as the world around you fell victim to the machinations of our old friend? Mind your tone. I also know of your other apprentice, and I do not approve of what you do with the orcs. What do you want? If you wanted to stop me, you wouldn't be here talking with me. I wanted to give you a chance to redeem yourself. I will allow your apprentice Gardon to proceed if you agree to my terms. And the orcs? I'm not going to argue with you about them. They're not part of Arkain. They should not even be here. Without you, they would not be. Why did you help them then by causing that avalanche? Aha! I didn't. Wait, you mean it was not you who? Then who? Ah, look at that. Mortals. Sometimes they do the things I want them to do without my intervention. Fascinating, don't you think? But what could it mean? Is there an interlude? I'm on the edge of my seat. There's no interlude? What? What was it? I guess we won't know until next time. Thanks everyone for watching. Hope you're enjoying. Interesting to see the little machinations between Eredon and Brian. I went over their history in a previous video. It was back in Chapter 5, where I talked about the 4 demigods. Demon God, Shadow person who is... Brian is not the Lord of Shadows. He's possessed by the Lord of Shadows. Because I think it's kind of funny to think that there's like an eternal deity whose name is Brian. But that's just the name of the guy that the Lord of Shadows is currently possessing. I don't know the real Lord of Shadows' name. And then Eredon is Eredon. Demon God died a long time ago. Might be around somewhere, we don't know. And then there's super bad dark guy, and he's controlling the Empire, as we learned at the end of the second human book. Might be the Emperor, might be Largoth. I don't know. It doesn't really matter because we just have no idea at this point. Anyway, all very interesting stuff. We kind of see here that Eredon is letting Brian do his thing, but does not like the orcs, which is probably why Brian's messing around with them and kind of guiding them in the right direction. You can see Brian sort of setting the stage here with his, Gardon and Amari are creating 2 very distinct but very powerful groups of new civilizations almost, right? Gardon is recreating Juanor under the guidance of Brian. Amari setting up the Dominion under the guidance of Brian. I mean, through Rangul, but still, Brian's still kind of at the head of both the second human book and the second orc book, which I find interesting. So we'll see where that goes. And then, of course, there eventually will be the second undead book, which will explain what Eredon might be trying to do to counter Brian in that instance. We'll see. Thanks, everyone, for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye now.